Well, welcome back for another video. We thought it would be a fun thing to put together a little bit about like self-care and the things that we do to take care of our bodies. We've had so many of you guys ask us like about skincare routines and what we do for...
Definitely not my skincare routine.
You have a skincare routine. But like dread care and just like the things that we do to maintain just our physical selves. We have similar ones and then we also have individual ones, all of which Azalea participates in.
Oh,
here
absolutely.
and there.
She's part of all of it.
It's fun that we get to teach her about all the things that we do to take care of ourselves so that she can also learn how to do that for herself.
And like seeing her grab the floss, pull out about 15 yards, and then just take it and start like putting it in between her teeth is hilarious.
So cute.
But also too, I gotta give a shout out to my guys out there, all the guys watching. I know that a lot of people might make the assumption that this is a very like feminine thing. When Juby first asked me about it, I was like, self-care. When I sat down and made a list of the things that I do, and actually I had a lot of help from Juby too, pointing out some of the things that I do every day. Guys can do this too, and it makes me feel really good in the morning. It makes me feel clean, makes me feel fresh, and ready for the day. You think of a new one?
Yeah. I just thought of some more that I do that I haven't made in the video.
That's a good one.
Okay.
No.
I'm Juby and this is Justin, and meet our sweet nugget, Azalea. We've been living in our self-converted school bus since 2018, and after a year and a half of building our home, we've finally hit the road. Join us for the ride as we continue our adventures in our big red pepper.
So obviously in the morning and in the evening, hopefully you all do as well, but we like to brush our teeth.
She said hopefully, dude. No pressure.
No
anything.
pressure.
Like, if you're
I
not
just...
into that, that's cool.
No, you should totally brush your teeth. Every time I go to the dentist, they tell me I have a cavity, and that's even when I still brush my teeth. So I'm like, brush your teeth so hopefully you don't get any cavities. I'm just saying. We use the Quip brand toothbrush. There's a timer of vibrating 30 seconds for 2 sessions on the bottom row and then 2 sessions on the top row, being a total of 2 minutes. So we each have one. Azalea has the kid version. We brush again in the evening, floss as well, and mouthwash. Obviously not Azalea, but we do in the evenings.
You gotta take care of those pearly whites.
For sure. I also have a night guard that I wear at night because I grind my teeth. I've been trying really hard to wear it consistently so that I still have teeth when I get old.
That's a great one to shoot for kids. I have a retainer on the back side of my 4 front teeth from when I had like an underbite. It creates this area that's really tough to get with floss, so I have these like little toothpick floss things that fit into that area so I can get in there.
We both kind of wash our faces. Justin is definitely more in the zone with actually washing his face. For me, I much prefer to just do a face wipe, and then I use my toner, which is from, I think she just rebranded it, and it's called Seed and Sown. As far as the wipes go, I just use Azalea's baby wipes, but that's only because I'm hella lazy and don't wash my face with super cold water in the morning, which is a habit that I'd like to pick up from my sweet husband. So...
Cold water? Oh, I hate
I know,
cold water.
I know, but you push through it, man.
Yeah, I love scrubbing my face in the morning. In high school when I was younger, I had this thing. Every morning, wake up at like 6:30 and I would take a shower. And that would be the best start of my day. In a school bus, not practical. So for me, like to feel refreshed and clean, I scrub the face down.
We've been using the Bohemian Revs face wash. It's like a foaming face wash, which is great for just like releasing any type of impurities that are in your skin.
Can I tell you how much I love the foam?
Oh yeah,
I've never
I love
used a soap
foamy.
foam before,
Yeah.
and it's soft on my face.
Yeah, and
a
it's
lot of
full
soaps,
coverage too. It's like you know that you got it everywhere. I don't wear deodorant every day. We have a few different kinds right now in the bus. We've been using a brand made by a friend of mine also down in Florida called Bodie Garden Delights. And it's similar to the one that Justin uses, although with slightly different ingredients and scent.
Yeah, so I use this stuff called coconuts. There was this fellow like bus lifer, QueenTasha, and her YouTube channel is QueenTashaTV. She came to visit us on the farm. She was absolutely awesome, and she gifted us what she calls coconuts, and it's a deodorant that's in a little mason jar. and I love it. Take a little bit with your hands and like heat it up and just apply it under your arms and you're good to go.
The other deodorant that we have right now on the bus is also another Bohemian Revs brand. It's got charcoal in it, which is also really great for extracting any type of scents, and it's baking soda free. A lot of the natural deodorants are with baking soda, which a lot of people have irritations. I guess probably like once a month we clip our nails, and Azalea's grows so fast, so definitely I feel like I clip her nails more than we clip our own. And normally I'd like to put a cuticle cream on my cuticles, but I haven't got one right now, so I just haven't really been doing the cuticle maintenance. But yeah, clipping nails, cutting and trimming and cleaning underneath the nails, all that good stuff is something that I think probably everyone.
Oh my God, Juby is so kind. She'll take like the machetes to my toenails when they get huge.
I'm like the resident nail clipper.
You're the resident self-care
For everybody in the bus.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever clipped Azalea's nails.
No, I haven't.
In the life of her existence.
Azalea, you want me to clip your nails?
Hilarious.
Yeah? Okay, cool, I'll do it.
Yeah, sometimes I like to also file my nails. It sort of just depends like which mood I'm in, whether I want to like shape my nails and keep them longer, or if I'm just trying to cut them back. Lately, I've just preferred trimming them because I don't have the time to file, or I just don't want to keep long nails because they break sometimes when I keep them long like that.
I like filing mine after I cut them.
Yeah.
They have that weird snaggly feeling.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's so gross.
I like to, if I'm clipping them, I try and cut them rounded so it's like, you know, easier. Together we also either shower all together, or Justin and I shower together or separately, and then Azalea will have a bath in the sink. We use Dr. Bronner's as our full body wash. And we have a couple different scrubbies. We have some loofahs, we have some sponges.
If you shower together, you can save water.
That's true.
And you can scrub your partner's back.
Ding, ding, ding.
That was our quote from last.
Yeah. Sometimes I do a full body salt scrub. That's the same thing that I do on my feet if I want to do it on my whole body. But I like to switch up the Dr. Bronner scents. Justin's favorite is the peppermint.
That's all I'll ever need.
If I get bored of just peppermint, but it does feel so amazing, like on your scalp or on your body. It like tingles a little bit and you can really feel refreshed using it. We use the unscented Dr. Bronner's for Azalea so that if it gets in her eyes, she doesn't get too upset about that.
Peppermint for life. I'm not gonna lie, in the winter I get dry and ashy, and my face gets ashy. So I use a lot of lotion during the winter.
I do also enjoy creaming my face. I've been wanting to make my own cream because I feel like in a lot of the creams there's sort of unnecessary additives that I haven't really enjoyed using before in the past. So until I get to that point, I've sort of just been using a face oil, a serum, which I like to use after I do a face mask. And for my face mask, it's a green French clay based powder that I mix in water or lemon or my facial toner, the spray that I use. So I mix that all together and I'll apply that onto my face for about like 10 minutes or so. Let it dry and get all crackly, and then wash my face off with warm water, and then I would apply the serum.
Alright, so for all this hair that's going on here, this needs maintenance and upkeep. So for my beard, I don't necessarily have a regular schedule where I trim my beard. When it gets completely out of hand and I look homeless, and or when I have time. And normally it only takes like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and I just do a trim up. Unless I'm doing like full shave, it's like summertime and I'm like shaving it all off, then that might take maybe 15 minutes or so. Alright, so dread care, one of my favoriteest times of the year. So I usually get it done only twice a year. Honestly, I probably need to get it done maybe 3 times a year. Juby was always one to work on her own hair. I'm not like that. I don't really like working on my own hair. I don't feel like I do a very good job. I've always had somebody else work on it for me. But most recently, I got one of our very close sister friends, Anne-Marie, to work on it. She did a stellar job. We still got one more session to do here in the back left side, but it just feels great. It gives me so much confidence. You know, eventually you have hairs that get loose and get fluffy, and you have this sort of big, gnarly, dirty looking mane after a number of months. And to have somebody just take and tuck back all that hair into each and every dread so that when you pull your hair back or you style your hair, it just looks nice and clean, and you know, well gridded and structured. It feels really, really good and really, really nice. In terms of products, I don't really use any products other than Diatomaceous Earth. Whenever my hair is looking a little bit oily or greasy, I'll put a little bit of that in there to dry it out. Then otherwise, I'll just wash it with Dr. Bronner's.
And Emma uses like a crochet method. So she takes all the loose hair in this tiny crochet and like weaves it back into the dreadlock.
Yeah, there's a lot of different methods. That's the one I like the best.
I just brush my hair whenever I'm gonna have a shower, or also sometimes in the evenings before bed. The same goes for Azalea. When I brush my hair, she tends to want to brush her hair, and I've been helping her brush her hair in the evenings before bed, just because she gets really matted on the back of her hair. If you've seen her crazy hair, then you know what we're talking about.
Oh man.
Yeah, so... And I've been using a couple different products on my hair here and there. The hair serum I used to make for Moonflower Child, which has got a really awesome blend of avocado oil, shea orlean, coconut oil, and then some essential oils to help with scalp and dandruff and just general well-being for the hair and the follicles. I use the hair serum right after I have a shower, so it's like a leave-in moisturizer. And then on the days when my hair is already dry, I use like a spray that's a salt moisturizer, texturizer for curly hair, and Azalea also gets down on joining me spray our hair with that. It helps like reduce frizz and keeps it hydrated, and just generally having a little bit of salt in the hair is kind of like gives me the beach vibe.
Hairy beach vibe?
A hairy beach vibe. Yeah, that's the one. As we're on the topic of hair, since we're on the...
There's a lot of pressure going into this.
Most of you probably have noticed that I don't do anything to my armpit hair other than occasionally I trim it. Sometimes when it's longer it gets to be a bit just too much. When it comes to my legs, I tend to let my leg hair grow out until I'm able to epilate it. The longer the hair, the easier it is to epilate by Braun, and it basically plucks out all the hairs. So I generally do that from like my shins up to my high thigh, and I probably do that maybe once a month. My hair grows really fast, so I wouldn't want to shave. It would just get thicker and it would be very scary. I also grew up with my mom telling me that I should never shave and I should only ever wax. So epilating is like this weird in-between where it's like not quite waxing and as messy as waxing, but you are able to like use the device as though it were pulling the hair with the root and everything, so the like hair removal lasts longer than a regular shave, which is more like a trim.
That sounds painful.
The epilator? Yeah, I'm used to it. It is a bit painful, but I'm used to the pain. I've been epilating and waxing since I was like 11, so I'm honestly like don't remember a time when I didn't epilate or wax. As far as like my bikini area, I used to go to the salon and have someone wax it for me. That was always quick and easy. Obviously with COVID, that's become a bit more tricky, and then also just financially I found it was a little bit better for the wallet if I just learned how to do it myself. And after having seen so many people do it to me and knowing like the technique and all that, I kind of figured out how to do it myself. Justin used to help me do it, and eventually I realized that it just was easier if I did it.
I was fired.
You were fired. It was helpful at first because the concept of doing it myself was a bit scary, but now it's just so much easier if I just quickly get it done myself. And I just found a pot of pre-made wax that I bought from the beauty world. They've got some really great natural products that are good for like thicker hair as well as like darker skinned hair and body and all that kind of good stuff. Just bought the wax from there. I just use cotton fabric that I chopped up into strips and then like lollipop sticks.
How much did you pay for that thing of wax?
$15.
And how many waxes have you got out of it?
At least 20 or 30.
How much is it per wax?
$40 plus like a tip, probably about $50. So you're definitely saving money on waxing at home, but you definitely have to have the willpower to get through the pain. I've figured out like where my sensitive places are and the way to apply the wax so that it doesn't, you know, stick and leave me with a rash or anything like that. Post wax, I normally just put like plain coconut oil to help get rid of any leftover wax, as well as just like help the skin and the pores to heal and have some hydration so they're not super dried out.
So for my bikini line,
Yeah.
Juby normally waxes that for me every 2
whole
weeks.
bush.
The whole bush. And we try to keep that bush tamed and looking real nice in my Speedos.
So the last thing that I do has nothing to do with waxing or hair removal. I also really like to give my feet a little bit of appreciation because I think it's so important that we scrub and hydrate and massage our feet. We walk on them every day, and I don't know, they do so much for us. And most of the time I'm barefoot, and so I definitely step on rocks and sticks and thorns and all kinds of crazy things. From time to time I'll soak my feet in warm water with some essential oils, as well as scrub them with a nice Epsom salt scrub. And then I will massage a body butter that I made with cacao butter and shea butter and some essential oils, and then I just massage that. And then I like to put socks on so that I don't immediately start like collecting lint on my feet that are all sticky with the oils and stuff, as well as like it just gives your skin and your body time to really absorb all of that before it's all of a sudden wiped away when you're walking again. I normally do that before bed, so sometimes I'll sleep with my socks on, but yeah.
Interesting.
Most of you also know that after showers I tend to cover my entire body with a body oil. I started making it for my business. It was like a chamomile infused coconut and almond oil blend, and I put frankincense and myrrh as the essential oils for the scent. I think that's everything.
I wouldn't mind looking into more self-care things that I can do.
Totally. We would love more ideas if you guys have them, things that you guys do. Share them with us.
I think ultimately though, the idea of self-care, whether it's 2 things or it's 15 things, I think it's so important. I mean, even from like a dude's perspective, like I said, I didn't even realize I did self-care in the first place, and now that I realize that I do, I couldn't imagine ever not doing those things, and how good they make me feel in the long run.
I think it's also important to take the time to take care of yourself. There's so many times where I don't understand why I'm feeling so like grumpy or just poopy in general, neglecting to take care of the things that I know I need to do for myself. And when you have a kid, a lot of your focus goes towards them, and you sort of forget to take care of yourself and do the things that you need to do to maintain a healthy lifestyle and a good mental outlook on life. Because when you feel not good in your body, you tend to act not good in life. So finding ways to balance those 2 things. Would you like this banana chip?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. Something I definitely miss is having a bath. I used to do bath soaks here and there and just sit and read a book and relax, light some candles and chill. But obviously these are things that we do now that are things that we can do in the bus. What's happening?
She's annoying me.
She's annoying you?
Yeah.
With that being said, I suppose it's time for us to go.
Self-care. Care for yourself every day in some type of way, please.
Anyways, we've got some exciting things coming for you. So,
Wait,
watch out.
Are you backtracking it now? Are
Watch
you gonna
out.
put 2 weeks out, 2 videos a week or what?
Maybe you might or might not see more of us.
What is that?
Watch
What
out.
is that cliffhanger? You can't do that.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Um,
Let me stretch your face. We go like
anyways, I guess before we ramble too much
this. Sorry.
on, I hope that this video has been helpful for you to keep your mental state balanced and well during these periods of quarantine and being stuck at home.
We all know you're going to get time off of work for the holidays. And you know what you need to be doing?
What?
Care for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Thank you, baby. You're gonna sing that jingle again.
Self-care every day in so many ways.
Gosh.
You love my singing.
Yes, I do.
Am I annoying?
No.
Yes, oh my God, say good look at the camera. Good look. Good look at your mustache. You have a mustache. Hey, Luigi.
More? No, you can't have more.
Oh my God, I can't.
Alright, cut the camera.
Self-care.